Hello, my dear friends. This is CH Chinmay Hegde, your learning partner for financial management, understanding practically. Welcome to the session number 4 on Let's Learn SFM Practically. As usual, the disclaimer first. The four segments in daily session. Let's look at the first segment. Stock market is a device for transferring money from impatient to the patient. So in stock market, to make money, you need to have patience. Patience in terms of learning the concepts, and also the patience for you to let the investment grow. It will not grow in a day immediately. So your knowledge also has to grow. Your investment also has to grow. You need to wait patiently. Okay, keeping in that mind, very appropriate terminology to understand the concept today, and that is things like Nifty, Sensex. Let me give a brief introduction. They are basically called as index. So what is an index? Let's take an example. Nifty. Nifty is a portfolio comprising of 50 companies. You see, it's very similar to a cricket match. Players are like a individual stocks. The team as a whole is called as an index. So in India, and for example, if I take National Stock Exchange, NSE, there we have various companies. We will take the top 50 companies in terms of market capitalization, in terms of market value. Of course, many more things are considered to make a portfolio, but a portfolio is done based on the market value of the companies which are traded in NSE, and the top 50 companies together we call it as Nifty 50. Now, what is this Nifty 50 comprising of? Do they have equal weights? No, the weights, the proportions are based on their market cap, in fact free float market cap. So what does it do then? So if today we say that Nifty is up by, let's say, 1%, it just means the top 50 companies have moved up by 1% on an average. Sensex, in fact, is a 30 companies comprising in Bombay Stock Exchange, that is Sensex. Then we talk about Nifty points, Sensex points. What are these points are all about? Let me give an example. I told you Nifty is about 50 companies based on their market value. If I add all the market values, let's say it comes to a very big number. For simplicity's sake, let's say it comes to 1 crore. Okay, and today value 1 crore, and next day suppose it becomes 1 crore 10 lakhs. Basically, we say it is up by 10%. But these are very big numbers to understand about the value as a whole. Therefore, what do? We convert this into index values. What are index values? They are notional investments. Instead of converting from 1 crore to 1 crore 10 lakh, isn't it same as investing from 1000 to 1100? That also give me 10%, and that 1000 to 1100 is called as the index points. So when I say Nifty moved up by 50 points, you have to understand 50 points based on what number? 50 points based on their previous values. So don't give impression, understanding only regarding the points. And you can't compare Sensex 50 points with a Nifty 50 points. Because Sensex, the base is different. The previous day value is around 50,000. Whereas Nifty, the previous day value will be around 15,000. You can't compare how the growth happens because their base is different. But to understand the movement easily, we convert these big numbers into small numbers based on the proportion, and they are called as points, keeping something as the base. And what does they represent? Now, like just like I buy Infosys shares, TCS shares, can I buy Nifty? No, I cannot buy Nifty because it's a notional portfolio. Then why Nifty is there? Why people make so much news out of it? Because they are top 50 companies in India. So if top 50 companies, their market cap is almost 50% of overall all companies, and top 50 companies includes things like Hero Motor Corp, Infosys, HDFC Bank. So all the sectors what you can think of is getting represented in this portfolio. So Nifty is a notional portfolio comprising of top 50 companies in India in the NSE, and they represents the Indian movement on a overall basis. And that is why we say economy is one side and we have index on other side. So an index is a representative of how the economy is moving, because when companies are growing, we say economy is growing. There are arguments against it. How can you say 50 companies represents whole of India? Yes, they are there, but we don't have a better measure than this. And for you to understand a different sector, we have different sector index also. So if you want to understand what is there only regarding banking, we have Nifty Bank Index. We have Nifty Pharma Index. Like that, there are index in BSE website also. That is the Sensex. We have BSE various sectoral indices. For different purposes, for representation purpose, we have created this concept called as index. So ultimately, index is a notional portfolio trying to represent its purpose. And when index is moving up or moving down, it means the components have moved up or moved down on an average. So for India, we say Nifty. For US, we say Nasdaq. They are technology companies. We have S&P, US 500, S&P, Standard & Poor 500. And then we have Dow Jones. So they are the popular index. We have for European markets like London, we have FTSE, FTSE 100. We have Nikkei for Japan. So for different countries, we have different index representing their movements on an average. So on a daily basis, we'll try to explore as much as possible regarding the index. So that is for today. Hope you understand something regarding the terms to learn. Previous events, what really happened? Let us quickly observe. Remember what we discussed in the previous working day. That was our day one on a Friday basis morning. We discussed things are negative, and even though the market opened up on a positive basis, we told that market is going to be down, and market was down. So day one, our expectation came true. Let us look at what are the events that have taken place in last few days. I think let's go to the websites and try to understand what is really happening. Okay, first let's quickly look at anyway 9 o'clock, 9/7 happened. So we can look at what is going to be the Indian market movement. Let's see what will happen. So Indian market movement. You see market as is starting at a positive note. I hope remember at 9 o'clock to 9/7 is called as pre-open market, where based on the orders made by the buyers and sellers, the open price is determined. So 9/7 open price determined. You can see that Nifty Bank, what is the price? HDFC Bank, what is the price? They have given all the opening prices. The trading will happen only from 9:15 onwards. So market has started at 0.5% on a positive note. Let me tell you why it happened on a positive note, and let me give my assessment what could happen in the given days. So let look local cues. Okay, I think I've not shown you the. Okay, sorry, I've not shown you the Google Chrome. I mean internet. I'll just change it. Give me a second. Now, I think now you can see. I'll just show it to you once more. You can see that. Yes, so Nifty 50 is opened on a positive note. So four aspects we look at is on a simpler basis. Local cues. Still lockdowns are being extended in most of the states. Earnings of certain companies are good, but companies like Tata Steel are coming in a profit booking, so they are downside. According to me, they are a good opportunity to buy. That is local cues, still negative. Coming to global cues, let us go to the two major index I told you. One is Nasdaq Index. Let's see what happened. In last 5 days, even though the market went down, basically on account of inflation worries. We are having inflation around 4%, 5%. For us, it's very normal. But for US, that inflation is very alarming number. On that note, inflation increasing means interest rates also will increase. When interest rate increase, that's not good for stock market. Why is that? In the terms of the day, we'll discuss in the coming days. So on the account of that, the market has fallen, but on Friday, the market has recovered. So the US Treasury bond yield have decreased on a positive note. So even though the market was down, it recovered. So in continuation of that, same thing happened to the Indian market also. As you can just see at 9.7, the market has opened up on a positive note. Okay, so let's look at Nifty chart. Nifty 50 chart. Let me look at 5 days. Okay, so simple chart I'm trying to see. You look at the Nifty 50 is also resembling the market movements. It is also down. And if you look at on a 5-day basis, it has reached the bottom and now it is trying to go up. Let me look at the 1 month chart. How does it look like? A simple, it's gone up, down, gone up, down. Again, it is in the process of going up. So you see the chart. Hope you're able to see it and understand. It's increased, it's down, it's increased, it's down. Let me try to teach you a little bit of technicals now. When the market price was down, did it cross the previous low? See this point, right? It's not crossed. If it crossed, then we say market is likely to be trending down. In a bearish market, we can say. We call it as lower lows. If the low is broken, then market is likely to go down. You see on the upper side, it reached the upper side, it came down, again it reached the upper side, but it did not cross this. Had it crossed the previous high, that means we say higher high is made, the market is likely to go up. So market is slightly positive, but still it is not crossing the resistance zone. So by analyzing this, what is going to be my assessment? Let me go back to the PPT and show it to you. Okay, so local cues are still negative. Global cues on a recovery mode. So I will say mixed. Chart analysis, what I just showed it to you, it is more on a recovery level. What is recovery? That the Nifty has just hit the support level and slightly going up. And what is my take? Market is still on a flat mode. Some of you are asking what is flat. So market is not giving any clear signals as to whether they are going up or going down. So overall assessment for the day, it started a positive, not on an upward trend. Why it started positive? Because it's more of a recovery of what happened in the last week. Last week we were down. As a response to that, we are trying to be positive. So whatever we are down yesterday, we are going up. So it's like what I lost yesterday, I found today. So it's just a balancing act, not really a growth aspect. So I still see market is not exhibiting any upward movement. Market is not giving any upward sentiment. So what is my assessment for the day? It has started positive, but if it is going too high, market is going to be down. That is my assessment for the today. Market is going to be more of a flat basis. And it will not give too much of high percentage. In my opinion, it will end on a positive note. Because it started on a positive note, I don't expect it is going down further. No, it will not happen. It started on a positive note. Today, my expectation, it will end on a positive note, but not a high movement. So my expectation, it will move around 0.5% to 0.6%. That is my assessment for the day. Market has opened on a positive note, but I'm not seeing any great signal for the market to go up. Even if it goes up, it will come down. That's my expectation. So today's percentage expectation, in my opinion, is around 0.5 to 0.6 percentage. So that's the session for the day. Hope you found it useful. With more concept, with more analysis, we'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 9 o'clock. Till then, take care. See you. Bye bye.